What's poppin', Schroit Nation? It's your host, Mint Miracle, back with another episode of the Schroit Podcast. Everyone introduce yourselves.
Yo, Wiggin.
I am the path.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
I am Hamburglar from Hamburglar.
Of course.
I'm Madre Muchacho from Fredericton, New Brunswick.
We have Madre Muchacho on this episode.
Hey, what's up?
How do you get in here?
If we get 10
Dude,
likes, we'll
I
leak
just
his
joined.
IP address.
Oh, don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, so instead of leaking his IP address, we'll leak his address.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll
Hold
leak
on.
his place of work,
Mm-hmm.
place of employment.
We'll give you a social security number.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So this
We'll
was...
give them the digit of the second toe.
Yes.
Yeah, precisely.
You know, this has been, again, a bit of a slow week for Schroit. That's fine. It always happens, right? We got the big bursts, and then everyone gets, creatively exhausted, so you need a little time to recover. But that being said, we do have some solid releases to talk about this week.
Yeah.
We've got a brand new
Yes.
Arts Yummy Pumpkin with 2 EPs to start off their career with. We got a new Fliff Mill album, and we got a new Yo-Yo Wiggins EP. And, super excited.
They
to dig
weren't
into this
mass
stuff.
produced before the podcast, just so we could have more things to talk about.
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense.
Oh yeah,
That would
yeah.
make
It's
sense.
not like I made my album like an hour before the podcast started.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, no, of course not.
Do we know Yummy Pumpkin? Or...
I think they are friends with Mr. Ark. Was that it?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Maybe they know who Foot is.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
That would be-
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the first thing we're going to talk about, I'll just pop this up here just so you guys can see. First thing we're going to talk about is Yummy Pumpkins, I Can't See the Pumpkin. I remember this being a really solid EP to start off with. Really good, hard-hitting, powerful Schroit. My favorite track I remember being Bring Out the Drywall.
Oh yeah, that was a strong one.
Yeah, that was a really potent track, and I think that's probably the best one we could go with this one.
The one that I think my favorite one was I Feel Jesus in My Blood, but that's just like personal preference.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. All right, you guys remember anything from this EP here?
I remember WoW being crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was very, quiet yet impactful track.
Yeah.
No comment.
Okay.
What about you, Hamburglar?
no comments.
Mm-mm. All right. Well, let's pick one of these to give a listen to here.
The most listened to one.
All
I
right.
think Drywall would be. Yeah.
Bring out the drywall. Like, that's just such a powerful track to have for a debut Schroit release. Like,
Oh.
I want it out. I want it out.
banging Schroit track. Fantastic.
Toy?
Absolutely
Yeah.
shrat. I'm shratting right now.
Fantastic Shrek, dude.
I'm shredding.
Shratting.
Yeah. No, that's the kind of stuff that we love to see more of, right? We love to see new artists come in and making stuff of this quality right off the bat.
Mhm.
That's powerful. You love to see it. No, I Can't See the Pumpkin.
yeah.
Fantastic debut. Awesome work. Love to hear more from them.
I would love to see the pumpkin, but we can't see it yet.
Yeah, we can't see it yet. Now, the next one was Paper or Plastic. I don't remember as much from this one.
Me neither. And I don't think we listened to it as much, to be honest.
Yeah,
'cause
I
you
mean,
see
the
views.
listens are very different. I think I Can't See the Pumpkin was kind of like overshadowed it because they both came out in similar times, but I still remember it being
Yeah, they come
enjoyable.
out one after the other. Like I think they came out 2 days, like a day apart or something.
Yeah.
If I'm right. So
Mhm.
yeah,
But who knows? Maybe it's full of hidden gems, right? Could be.
it's yeah. There's a lot of albums that I re-listen to sometimes. I'm like, wait, why didn't this pop up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can, I'd say listen to the most listens
Yeah.
here. Pulsastic is the first track. Let's give her a listen. I mean, again, it's great to see people new to the genre already messing around with the yoi, right? Really good,
Yeah,
solid foundation.
It's bringing I think they already know a bit how to do the customization of the sound, like going to the to modify the sounds themselves. Like that, if you
Yeah.
get that, your Schroit is already on the next level.
Oh, absolutely.
And to see
yeah.
it on the second album already used is like, ooh.
Yeah, this is an artist with a lot of potential for the Schroit scene.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Great
excited.
work. I'd love to see what they end up doing with this. Right? Hopefully, we get some more banging releases.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I got to say about that one. In case someone else wants to add anything.
No comments.
No comment.
I think all the tracks were solid, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I Love My Job by Fifth Mid. This is a great
I
release.
love my job.
I
It's
know
a pretty good addition.
It was a fantastic release. I love the album art. I think it's great. I think there's a lot of banging tracks here. I think this is an album that people are gonna look back at with good memories, right? People are gonna look
just like
back
the
at
Fetish.
warmly. Maybe not that one, but this one for sure.
Yeah, or Wound It. Oh, wait, that's a single, but anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite tracks were definitely I Have a Delivery For, Insert Name Here, and No Mail For You. Those are the ones that really stuck out the most to me, but I remember enjoying the vibe of the whole album.
Yeah, I personally remember No Mail For You sticking out the most. Like that one. Very good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it was easy to make. Like, I just put some random notes, and I was like, wait, this actually sounds like a song, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep it.
Yeah. No, it's like it's got that like dark, gritty Schroit vibe that I've really liked with a lot of the better Fifth Mid releases, and I think this is another album that fits good in that category, and you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it.
Let's do it.
All right. I think
You
No
guys
Mail
choose
For
which
You
one.
is a good one to put on here.
Yeah.
All right. And powerful track. Powerful
That's
track.
pretty solid.
I think
Personally,
all the instruments were randomized.
yeah. And it works. Like, personally, I think this is probably my album of the week. In my opinion. I think I Love My Job by Fifth Mid is in my take for album of the week. I don't know if people are gonna disagree with that, but that's
so
what I'm
happy.
saying. You're so happy.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. I think
Outrageous.
I'm that. Well, okay,
I'll say,
I don't care.
for me at least, it's definitely up there in the album of the week. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean?
I'm personally, I actually didn't listen to the two other albums that were released, and I can't vote for mine because that's biased.
Yeah.
Of course, I liked mine, but
Yo-Yo Wiggins, be ready for the podcast challenge.
oh, I'm sorry, I was doing other things that I had to do for something that has to happen this weekend, if you remember correctly.
Yeah.
This album totally
Yeah.
didn't come out 15 minutes before the podcast.
Oh yeah,
of course
mine
not.
came out like 10 minutes before the podcast. Okay,
The Codcast?
the podcast.
contest?
And it's not even a full album.
Yeah, but yeah, we do got that, and that goes to our fourth release here, Shedding Razors by Yo-Yo Wiggins.
I think People Pleaser in there was the one that stood out.
Agreed. I agree with that completely. People Pleaser was definitely my favorite from the album.
Cool. Cool. What?
Or for the EP.
90
sorry.
girls named Gary isn't doing it for you. What's going on here?
I mean, I thought it was fine, but I don't think it was the strong point here.
Yeah, I personally, a comment that I'm going to make is I find I have a more successful time making songs on Ableton. When I use Ableton, I make higher quality songs.
I wonder why.
And most of the time when I'm doing beatbox anyway, what happens is I use beatbox to make the albums quickly. And that's kind of another thing, right? Like if I'm going to release an album and I want it to be a good quality album, I'll usually stick to Ableton, or at least that's what I've been doing recently. Not that I haven't released any good albums on Beatbox, because I have.
Yeah.
But that's my
Gallium Drinker was from
personal-
Beatbox, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And that's a great album.
And I mean, your albums are all Beatbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like the power isn't there for the software.
For me, it's all Beatbox except for like "Progress for the Sake of Progress" and like those types of songs. I also have like on "Birthday Boys Wishes," I think that's the name of the album. That one I also used some Audacity to mix in some noises from freesounds.org and stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty good website for free sounds.
Yeah, I've used it before. It's pretty powerful. I think I used that one for some sounds in Frederick.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Frederick.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get People Pleaser on his way here.
Quickly, just one thing I have to mention is I only just realized right now the original name for that song was supposed to be Green Goblin, but I forgot.
Oh, did you use the goblin noise?
Yes.
yeah. I did that for one of my goblin songs. Wait, let me look up what name I put for my goblins song. I think it was Goblins Rudely Interrupting. I think that's the song that I made with the goblins.
Yeah, I only just remembered like halfway through the song that it was supposed to be Green Goblins. But I think People Pleaser is a better name anyway.
Yeah, no, People Pleaser is a great name. Very powerful. No, I think I thought it was I think it's a solid EP. I definitely think, there's so many
I love the album art.
Good Yo-Yo Wiggins things that to me this one doesn't stand out as much. I think that's fair.
Absolutely. So fair.
Yeah, especially coming right after Carmichael, right?
Yeah, it's the thing. The difference between our two types of Schroit is your Schroit is not good when it's quick. My Schroit, it's when I do it, make it long. It's like
raw.
It feels weird. It doesn't feel. But if I make a short song, it just feels like
raw and organic.
Yeah, you get my raw emotion. You have to process your emotions a bit better to release them to the public. For me, I just shit my emotions out. Like I poop them. Take my emotions, and then you're like, "Ooh,
it's like the person who screams,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hate drywall.
Yeah.
I'm a
scream. If they're mad, if they're happy, they're screaming.
Like if you listen to Dry, you'll see that was an album I made while not wanting to make an album, and you really feel that I did not want to make an album while listening to Dry.
Yeah, but it was the perfect time to make an album that had the feel of not wanting to make an album.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I think pretty solid releases. My favorite is definitely going to be "I Love My Job." I think that's my number one.
That's reasonable.
Week. I think that's fair.
I love my job.
And I think honestly, my second place one is probably "I Can't See the Pumpkin." I'm sorry.
Yeah, I Can't See the Pumpkin is a great album.
Yeah. I don't think that Shedding Razors is bad. I just don't think it's as good as the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, I think that Shedding Razors sucks. And I was gonna be like, no!
I hate it.
No!
I'll just say it's not Bronze Dinosaurs.
That's true. Bronze Dinosaurs is Beatbox.
Love Bronze Dinosaurs.
I think that was a quality album.
Absolutely. Butterfly Dance, one of my favorite Yo-Yo Wiggins songs. For sure.
Also,
should we get to the Bible study part?
For sure.
Just wanted to mention before the Bible is, moved on. A release that happened, I think it was the second latest release by Yo-Yo Wiggins, Carmichael.
Yeah.
Carmichael.
That is such a great album. Genuinely, I listened to it maybe 5 or 6 times all the way through. I just had to. It caught me by surprise.
Wow.
And I feel like this new Yo-Yo kind of takes ideas from that and makes it more simplify it. You know, it's I just love it a lot.
Awesome. I appreciate your appreciation for my Carmichael album.
Yeah,
Let's
Carmichael
go.
is great.
Yeah, and
I think I hear my dogs barking. I have to go.
Dog barking.
Yeah, my dogs are barking.
Dog barking.
All right,
That's fair.
you guys have fun with your Bible study.
Wait, before you leave, I just want to let you know.
Yeah. On me jam. Plus means but
So,
they
yeah,
got nothing
it's
on
just-
me jam.
One thing that I have to say, Madly Muchacho just left at the moment I was going to say this, but one of the songs I have listened to the most personally is probably The Devil. Because when it comes on,
yeah.
I just replay it like at least 3 times.
Mm-hmm. No, The Devil
It's-
is great.
It's too good.
My favorite one off that album is probably I think it's called, what is it, Slangle's Meat Trunk, I think.
Slangle's Meat Trunk?
I can put it on just so you can see. I think it's
Yeah.
like when we think of Kun, we always think of The Devil because it's like the devil goes crazy, but yeah, Slangle's Meat Trunk. I mean, listen to this.
Oh yeah, that one.
I mean,
Can you just put The Devil on there just so we can?
yeah, I'll put
listen to
get the devil.
you know?
Put the devil on, then put Small Ladybug. I gotta hear it.
Sure.
Oh.
Yo-Yo Wiggins loves Small Ladybug. I mean, there's a reason why
Kun is a great album.
Yeah, there's a reason why we love Kun so much. It's because it's like one of the best albums.
Yeah.
Incredible album. Incredible. Anyways, that's a little bit of a detour.
Okay, let's get to Bible study.
Bible study.
So, if you guys want, I can start.
Sure.
Because, I
You're
was
gonna have to, honestly, because I only remember the end part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so how it starts off is Lord went up to Abraham and was like, okay, leave your country, leave your family home, and just go to this place right here that I'm showing you right now. And
On the
you're gonna,
map.
yeah, it's like he just says, I'm going to show you where it is, and he says, yeah, you're gonna make a great nation there, and I'm gonna bless you, and you're gonna have a great reputation. If someone blesses you, they'll get blessed, and if
they curse you, they will be cursed.
I'm gonna curse them back, and everyone on earth is gonna be blessed through you.
Mm-hmm.
And then Abraham was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and he was 75 years old when he left, and he went with his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot. We're gonna hear about him, I think, later on. I remember that name coming up a lot. And they went with all their possessions, and the people that went with them, which I think includes servants and stuff. So it was just like they left for the land of Canaan.
Mm-hmm.
And before they arrived, Abraham was going there. Like he went.
Abram.
A place called Shechem,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where the Canaanites were.
Mm-hmm.
So the sons of Canaan.
Yeah.
If you remember.
Are they not the cursed ones?
I think it was.
Something along those
Canaan
lines.
the one? Yeah, was the Canaan the son of the guy who, the one who got cursed by Noah?
Yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who wants to continue?
I can keep going from there. So essentially, then, through the commands of the Lord, he built an altar for him, and he removed from hence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and he pitched his tent, Bethel on the west. So he's got Bethel on the west, high on the east, and in between that, he builds an altar to the Lord to call upon the name of the Lord. which is kind of interesting because I know certain groups of Christians are against the idea of having like a religious altar that you pray to because they see it as like idol worship, but like literally we're still in Genesis and they're already doing that because under the Lord's decree.
Yeah.
And then there was a journeyed, still it keeps journeying, and then there's a famine in the land, so he went down to Egypt to sojourn there, and the famine is real nasty. People are hungry. And now this is the fun part where he's about to go into Egypt, so he goes to his wife and he says, "Okay, you're pretty hot. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
You are one
You're so
smoking
fair.
hot babe. She's so fair."
Yeah,
Right?
this man's 75.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the hottest wife.
Exactly.
Compared to the Egyptian wives, if you know what I yeah.
Exactly. That sounds kind of bad out of context, I'm not going to lie. I know that it wasn't meant to be a racist joke, but I feel like it could be interpreted that way.
If there's any Egyptians watching this video, this was not targeted towards you. This is like how they probably saw it in the early days because I don't think they liked Egyptians.
Don't worry. Yeah. Oh no, they hate. That's why they like kill Egyptians in the Bible. They like hate. They like famine them and like flood them and
in the Bible.
them.
That's how it was meant, but I'm not saying that.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. We gotcha. So basically says, okay, wife, you're smoking hot. If they know that we're married, then the Pharaoh's gonna kill me so he can marry you. So instead, we're gonna pretend that you're my sister, so you can marry him, and we get a bunch of free stuff. If you want to come over from here, Yo-Yo Wiggins, I don't want to take up the whole thing. But,
you can.
I can. All right.
Yeah.
I'll do it. So essentially, the Pharaoh's like, I want to marry this smoking hot babe. What's your relationship to her? And he says, she's my sister. So then he marries her and he gives him a bunch of he gives him like cattle and servant and like stuff like that. Yeah, and like camels, men servants, maid servants, he asses and she asses, sheep, oxen. I know. I mean, they mean donkeys, but it's just really funny to say out loud like that. And then the Lord plagued the Pharaoh's house because it's actually Abram's wife, and Abram lied about it. So Abram lying is the good guy, and the Lord punishes the person who gets lied to. And then the Pharaoh's like, "What? You didn't tell me that you guys were married. Now God is angry at me. No.
I'm Egyptian.
Exactly. No, I'm Egyptian. The Bible hates me because I'm Egyptian. No. And then instead of killing him, he just says, "Okay, you guys can leave and keep all the stuff I gave you."
Win.
So win.
And that's
really, the moral here is, if you lie to someone,
you gain.
You will get things with no repercussion, and God is on your side. I know that's not how we're supposed to interpret it, but that's kind of like exactly what happens here.
The Pharaoh
they'll get punished for it.
The Pharaoh shafted Abram's wife, though. Like,
100%,
right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's like, like the moral of the story is, if I lie to you, you're gonna get punished, and I'm gonna get rewarded.
Yeah. Exactly.
But you get to have sex with my wife.
Exactly.
You're gonna get punished, and I'm gonna get cucked.
If you like cuckoldry and lying, and you hate Egyptians, we got the best plan of action that you could possibly have.
Do we have a story for you?
We should try to find a specific person who has all those traits and just say, "Yo, you gotta read Genesis 12."
You gotta read Genesis 12. See, here's the thing. They didn't even establish why the Egyptians are bad. He just said that there's a pharaoh. I mean, we know with more historical context, like, almighty pharaoh kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Egyptians follow a different god, and therefore they're...
Yeah, exactly. Like, they didn't really say, like, oh, here's all the... They just said there was a famine. If they would have said, like, oh, there's a famine because of the pharaoh's greed, then you'd be like, oh, okay, that makes more sense why they're trying to juke the pharaoh. But really, this is just, I'm going to scam someone and let him rail my wife so that I can get a bunch of, like, servants and camels.
What do you think, Hamburglar?
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.